Hello everyone, welcome back to another wonderful episode of Vanilla Minecraft. Today's episode 31. Today we're going to work a little bit more on the cobblestone farm and see where the episode takes us. So we're on top of the archway right now. That's where we are. And over here I've done some work on the cobblestone farm. So this is the building and this is kind of the rough shape of it. Let's drop down here so I can show you. I've been getting a little bit done. My wife was out of town some this week, so I had a little bit more time to sort of do stuff. So we got this rough shape, right? Now I'm not thrilled with the way the bottom looks. That's subject to change. Hello, spider. Come get dead. Oops. But I really like the top part. We're gonna detail this up a little bit, but that's the basic shape, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do down here. But that's our project for today. That's what we're gonna sort of finish up today. Right? So I'm going to show you guys how to do the technical part of the cobblestone generator that I like to build. It's really actually a smooth stone generator, but obviously can be made to use, or you can be used to make cobblestone as well. But we're going to put it right here, and as far as what I tried to do last episode, we're going to go ahead and scratch that off as a failure. That's not really how I want to do this for a couple of reasons. I want to have chests fill up. So what will probably happen is this will come on down and there will just be chests, which will fill up with goodies. Yes, indeed. Yea, verily. So probably 4 chests will be sufficient for what we're doing. And that's the other thing. This whole storage system is going to get an overhaul. Why did I drop those shears? At some point in the distant future. So that's why we're not too concerned yet about all this. Because eventually this will be getting piped elsewhere. But for right now, we're just going to build like a little collection station here for our cobble shop. 4 chests, now it may seem like 4 chests is not going to be that much, and it's really not, but, oh, I should start some smelting going here. But 4 chests is going to be sufficient when we couple it with all of the hoppers that are going to be bringing stuff down into the chests, I think. So this is going to be kind of hopper heavy. That's really okay. I really like hoppers. I do. It's one of my favorite things about Minecraft. I wish that they were cheaper. I think that they should be. I think it's a little... There's a lot of cool stuff that you just can't do because hoppers are so expensive, you know? Oh, we should fill this up. We need to come up with a better way of filling this up. Because right now, like this just isn't that great, you know? But we'll get some smelting going a little bit. Let's see. Oh, last episode. I haven't figured this out yet. Last episode got like 112 views, I think, right now. And I've been hanging out at like 13, 14 views or less. Like that would be on an episode that I felt got a lot of views. And it all happened overnight, the night after I posted it. So I don't know. The only thing I can think is that I titled the episode Missing Textures, and Etho's episode that came out like within just a few minutes of mine was called, it was his 404th episode, and the title of the episode was Episode Not Found, which was kind of clever, and he did a lot with it, and if you haven't watched it you should because it's funny. So the only thing I can think is that maybe like my video was in the relateds for one of his relateds or something, and like somehow some of the bazillions of people that watch Etho ended up watching my video. I was kind of disappointed that it was that one because that was honestly the video that I've done that I felt was like the least worthy of my recent videos. I just kind of, and I don't know if it actually was, but sometimes, you know, you record and you just feel like you just didn't do a great job. You know what I mean? And that was one of them. So I was a little bummed after I recorded it, but then I saw all those views and I was excited. So I'm very happy that that happened. Don't get me wrong. We need oak trees quite badly. So I want to start using some oak wood. The spruce is nice, but I mean I like it in this area. But we're gonna start. We're really getting close to being not done with this area, but we still got a few episodes left for this area. But we made good progress. Like this looks good. We're gonna have to spend some more time on that because that looks awful right now. And we're gonna start building out here a little bit. I think the next area we're probably gonna build is gonna be over here. And I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do with that area. Now we really need some timber. We need a wood. This is kind of our you know, right now we're building areas that produce resource, so industrial areas. And we need timber, but I don't know if that's going to be the best place for it. And there are a few reasons for that, which I will explain to you right now. Let's take a walk while we wait for that cobblestone to smelt. We gotta give it a couple minutes anyway. So I could cut the video, but let's look around and kind of see where we're at. So this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I was thinking maybe like make it like a seedy, rough part of town with some like bars and stuff. I don't know. Or not bars, but like seedy taverns, kind of like Nocturne Alley from Harry Potter, that kind of place. But I don't know if you have thoughts or suggestions. Please let me know, because I've actually been thinking about that a lot, and I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. It'll be later, I think, once we get the city developed a little bit more. But what I want to show you, and I'm gonna kind of talk about. We haven't talked about I felt like for a while we were talking about our plans way too much. We haven't really talked about it. I tried to stop doing that, and we haven't really talked about it for a while, which is, I think, an improvement, but I think we're about due to have a chat again. How are these sheep not... What in the world? Oh, because there's no grass here. I sheared them like a really long time ago. There's just no grass. The pig. We got some cows there. That's really good. Do I have to shear stuff? We need wool to make banners. And I've been breeding up some sheep. Not whenever I can, but whenever I feel like it. I thought that was a sheep right there. Okay. So the gate's going to be over here, like where we just came through, right? So that's going to be the main gate, and then we kind of have this, and we're going to have a road going over this way? Yeah. I mean, actually probably, yeah, this side of this big spire, or maybe we take this out and just make it go right through. But the road's going to kind of wrap around probably through there, potentially. I don't know. See, I haven't really figured all this out yet, exactly how all this is going to work. But I think right here, we're going to have like a big harbor eventually. See, this is all still speculation. I don't know. But what my initial vision, let me put it that way. My initial kind of idea for this was to have a big harbor here with ships in it, right? And kind of some stuff coming down from the city here, with the city walls behind it. Really cool, really nice. It's like, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. And then just like maybe dig this out and have a big harbor right here. Like that's gonna be a lot of work, but I think it might actually be worth it. Or we could even put dry docks right here, you know, and have the harbor out there. That'd be really cool. And what my thought was to have like a lumber yard like way back through here. But you see how far this is? You can't even really see. It's on such a big scale. I don't really think that's practical. But I want like shipbuilding to be kind of one of the things that we do here, probably. Or maybe we should do another city for that. But I don't know. That was kind of my initial idea for this city. And if that's the case, then we should have lumber somewhere. You know, like lumber would kind of be the export from here. We should have lumber. Oh, it's getting night. Should have lumber like, you know, kind of close to here. But you know, maybe that's not the best. Maybe we should build some big lumber buildings somewhere else. Maybe we don't even need huge lumber buildings. Maybe we just build like a smaller area. I don't know. Maybe we do it like in the form of gardens, so it's like a really nice area and has gardens in it. Let's see. And I've been thinking about the other like houses, the other sort of temples. We have the House of the Miner. had a couple other ideas for things I can do. Like the House of the Miner obviously has a mine in it. That's kind of a no-brainer. One thing we're gonna need, because I've always had this dream of connecting everything with hoppers, you know, and having all of my farms kind of feed to one giant chest room, right? And I really want to do that, and that's kind of one of my big goals for this city, is to have a bunch of automatic farms that'll run. And I mean that's going to be hard to automate, but we might be able to do it with custom NPCs. I'm not sure. I think we talked about that before, but let's get started. But the seriously, it's so slow. I'm out of coal. No, we're gonna coal. I'm sorry, losing my train of thought so hard. The required resource for doing such things as making the automatic hopper pipes, funnels, whatever you want to call them, is iron. And you need so much iron to do that, like more than you could mine, you know. And so I think probably what's going to need to happen is that we're going to need to set up an iron golem farm, which is cool. I've never actually done that. There are some things in Minecraft that I've just never done, and I've always thought they were cool, but it's never happened. And that's one of them. So I'm actually looking forward to that. But I think we're going to have like a House of the Smith, or something along those lines. That's going to be an iron golem farm inside it. And I really like kind of this thing we're doing where we take builds and we make them look nice. It's pretty cool, you know. I need some stairs. Give me some stairs. Stare at me, brother. Okay. Still haven't fixed the cobblestone texture. If you missed last week, too bad. No. We had a little bit of an issue with this cobblestone texture. Also, iron ore is missing. I got some of that when I was mining, getting the cobble. But yeah, so we'll fix that at some point when I have a chance. Put a little bit of time on my hands. Okay. So what we want, let's see if we can make this work. I really want this to come up and meet up at the top. Probably actually right here at the top. It's not going to be cooperative, but let's look at this. Boom. Okay. Boom. 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 Alright. Well, let's do like this and this. I know that I did the thing that I tell you guys never to do, where you leave it like this, you know, and you have the dirt below the. But that's temporary, so don't go flipping out on me. It's just a temporary measure, just because I didn't have the stone bricks to do that when I was working on this, and I just wanted to get something up, just so I had something. You know, we're gonna pretty drastically change this wall here, just because it's so boring. But for the time being. Whoops. No. Yes, kind of. Let's see, how can we change this to make it? Can we just do this? Let's start. Do a little bit of that up the side. You know, replace this with some mossy. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but that's good for right now. Yeah, I like it. So, what else? So we're gonna have these stairs kind of going up the side here. Oh, but I promised to show you how this actually works, and that is indeed truly what we are going to do today. That's our actual goal for the day, and I will now show you how we work. We need 5 hoppers. Which is 25 iron. We're going to actually need more than that, but to start, that'll do. Let's go ahead and turn all these into chests. Yeah. That's a good start. Actually, let's go ahead and make... Oh, hello. Perfect. Let's make a couple more. Let's make at least one more hopper, because I actually think we need that right now. It's also... May as well, right? Because it feels like we have a lot less than we do now. But we have exactly as much as we do. Yeah, we need more hoppers. It's just gonna make it harder if we don't just go ahead and bite the bullet and do this right now. Yeah, we won't be doing ourselves any favors by holding them from there. So 12 hoppers, that should be enough. No more trees growing up. I know I have wood in here. Okay. Now that we're ready, I'm sorry. One of the things I'm trying to do is not craft as much. And that's not ready to use yet, by the way. In case you were wondering. So what we're going to have here is hopper. Hopper. And you're going to place these facing into the back of the chest, and the way you do that is you just hold shift while you place it. Let's see, chest, hopper, okay. Perfect. Chest, chest, hopper, chest, hopper. Okay? Now that's our delivery system. What we gotta do is we gotta figure out which way this is gonna go. So I think it doesn't really matter, it's gonna look pretty much the same. Like that. Now what we need is, it doesn't really matter what kind of block. I'm just gonna use these because we have them. Alright, so you're gonna make this 5x5 pad. Tutorial time. This is how you make like kind of an overkill cobblestone generator, you know. For right now we'll just use this. I can, because we have it. So now we have this. So now what you need to do is go get yourself a bucket of water. Actually, 2 buckets of water. Do we have any buckets? I know we have buckets. Yes. Perfect. 3 buckets. Oh, there's water up here. Right. So I got that. Oops, that was dumb. Whatever. Alright. It's almost time for a sleepy sleep. I say as I run circles around my house for no reason. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of this. Because it's gonna mess us up later if we don't fix where those fast slabs are. Okay. Now I'll show you how to make it. So, I'm drinking chocolate milk while I record this, and because my wife was out of town, well, it's my fault, but there are no clean cups right now, because I'm irresponsible and don't do my own dishes, and rely on her for such things, and she was out of town, so there are no clean cups, and as a result, the only clean cup that I could find was a cup that she got from a bridal shower. It is a stem glass with pictures of dresses and purses on it, and shoes, and lipstick, and it says professional shopper. So that's what I'm drinking my chocolate milk out of right now. The professional shopper stem glass. So you know I'm classy. Let's see. Yes, stairs. Okay. This will work better for what we're trying to do here. Actually. Yeah, that's fine for me. Oh, this side's. That's not good. We need some of this. This will all make sense in a minute, I promise. You know? No, actually, this is what I want. Yeah, I'm right. As usual. Okay. This is difficult. Oh, whoa, that makes a different texture. Man, I love this resource pack. Oops. Thank you. I'm sorry. We have to do this right. There we go. This, like this, okay? Following? Good. There's not so much room up here. The good news is it doesn't really matter because there's not a bunch of moving around that needs to happen up here. And any moving around that does need to happen will hopefully be done by our custom NPC citizens, which will be quite nice. Wait, this one doesn't need it. This one needs it. That's right. Okay, and I promise I'll explain what I'm doing here. Basically, so the important part, this is all just, what I'm doing now is kind of the way that I want to handle the decorating of it. The important thing is getting this 5x5, surrounding it like this, and then leaving this space right here on each end, or on one end. It doesn't actually have to be on both. But now we have this trough area, right? And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do this. And if you don't know how to duplicate water, if you put 2 water streams 1 block apart, oh no. Oh, this ruins everything. I guess it doesn't. Oh, come on, man. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, what's happening is because we're in extreme hills, the water is getting froze. That's actually okay because we actually need to cover it anyway. I think, as I recall. Yeah. So here's where we're at. We want to place this water down like so. Right? On both sides like this, so that all the water streams are flowing to this middle part, right? Everything will push you to the middle. And this row of hoppers right here. And then you want to do this. You want to come here and cover this up. It doesn't have to be half slabs. Half slabs work. Anything will work. I've built this before, and I'm trying to build it in a more aesthetic way than I built it last time. Yeah, so you do that, and you're going to do the same thing one more over. Cover it up real nice. I don't actually know if this has to be covered. It's been a while. And basically, so we're left with this, right? And you want to actually put these on the ends. That's important. So now, and if you're unfamiliar with how if you're unfamiliar with how cobblestone generation works, basically what you are trying to do is to when lava and water touch, it makes cobblestone. As long as it's the water block being touched by the lava and not the lava source block. If the lava source block gets touched by water, it turns into obsidian and you lose the lava source. Consumes the lava source to make it obsidian. But what you can do here is basically when the lava touches this, and if the lava enters it from above, it makes it into smooth stone, not obsidian. So this is actually a smooth stone generator if you have a silk touch bed. And so what we are doing here is we're going to have the lava fall down from up here, down onto here, it'll spread out, and so you stand here, we're going to lower this by 1. You're going to stand here and just mine up the lava. And it's a good time. Everybody has fun. Just boop, drop right down there. Actually, we should do this one more forward. Boop. And you can stand right here, and you can just go to town on it, right? And then it'll get automatically picked up in the hoppers and sent down into these chests. Good stuff. So now let's go down, and I actually wanted to have a chance to show you the mine anyway, and kind of the progress we're making with that, because I've been using it a little bit, mostly just digging that long central tunnel that I always like to start out with. Yeah, I'll show you where we're at with that. You know, let's torch this place. Because the upper parts should be lit a little bit by the lava, but these lower parts won't be. But I really like this high airy feel, and I think that's a feel we're going to try to emulate a lot throughout our city here. It's very nice. This is a little blocky, but we'll fix that, don't you worry. Never fear. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is good stuff. Alright, let's go grab some lava. There's some right down at the bottom here, so I'm not going to bother with cutting the episode. I'm going to drop the milk. That's good stuff. So you can see we got a long tunnel. That's not actually daylight. It's just that the terrain's not loading, so it's looking like daylight. But there's lava, and I don't know if you watched a couple episodes ago. We found that zombie spawner. That's right off of here. That's like right there. It's a zombie spawner. Right here is our lava. Let's grab it from like over here where it's out of the way. Alright. Now this is the finishing touch, and I hope this works, because if it doesn't, we're probably going to dump lava all over everything we built. And I will not be pleased. I'm trying to think of how to decorate this tunnel going down too. I've got some ideas. Yeah, oh man, this thing's cool. So geometric. I love it. Nope. Alright, now the real challenge is getting, well, I guess it's not a challenge. Dirt blocks. I don't know how I built up so far. Oh man, this is gonna be so cool. I love it when water falls way down like that. Oh, screenshot right here, hang on. Okay. I gotta fix that, man. Let's come down here and look at it before we do anything. We might take more screenshots. That's something that could definitely happen. As long as we don't get creeper too soon. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, that's so cool. The lava tower. Oh yeah, that's so sweet. Let's sleep. It looks so good at night though. I can't wait to get this place lit up a little bit better so we can just hang out at night, but I just don't want to risk getting creepers right now, yeah. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm very pleased. Alright, now let's see if it works. So basically, the way this works is hoppers will take items out of what's above them faster than they put items in things. So basically, like, if this chest isn't full, or if this hopper isn't full, which means if this chest isn't full and this hopper isn't full, then it will suck things out of this hopper before it goes in this chest. So these bottom chests will fill up first. So, drop some stone bricks in there. And that's how that all works. Well, let's climb up to the upper reaches here. Let's see. So basically you just can do this. And they'll reform, but you can always hold down, you never have to wait. And the hopper will suck it up. And then if we go down here, boom, cobblestone. So it works. Excellent, wonderful. Let's grab some more smooth stone, which we should most definitely have. Soon. Right now we're still working on some practical stuff, you know? Is this... There's no way it's empty. Is it out of coal again? Yeah. Okay. Well, we can solve that problem without too much difficulty. Yeah, I gotta, with kind of a better design for this. Yeah. I like it. It looks cool. Probably not going to use it all that much in the future because of the fact that once we get a Silk Touch pick, yeah, I don't know. We might. I'm guessing that we'll probably be using the. Oh, strange. The downstairs room more so. Like this right down here, a little bit more. Once we get some blaze rods going and stuff, should be in good shape. Oh, that's really cool. I love it. Now let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do this episode because we still don't really have the resources to sort of finish it. So I'll tell you what, we will finish that in the next episode. That's going to be our plan for the next episode. We'll do the detailing on the cobble, on the lava tower. And today, just for the last couple minutes of the episode, we will talk about over this region right here. Now we have this ridge here, right? And it's kind of a barrier area because we got this archway here. Like this is definitely like a neighborhood, like the mining neighborhood, you know. And we have this kind of a barrier right here, which I like. It's a natural barrier, but we want to maintain that a little bit. But we also want to kind of blend it, you know what I mean? So here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to build some houses right here that are kind of like in both, and they're going to kind of look down on this area. And here's how they're going to work. They're going to be 3-story houses. This is the sort of the nicer part of this neighborhood. 3-story houses. We're going to use oak wood logs because they just look so dang good in this resource pack, right? John Smith Legacy oak wood logs look amazing. That's got to go. It's not such a big deal right now, though. And I've been kind of thinking about how to do this, and I think what we do is we have, like, this top layer can go, right? And that sign can go because that sign says future cobblestone shop. We all know that's not where it's going because we just built it. Let's go dump some crap off. Three crafting tables. You see the kind of things that I live with. Some common. Drop all this stuff off. We don't need it all. Okay. We do need the dirt. We also need to eat food so we don't starve. Okay, so we're cutting all this back. Now I could be a really hard worker and a type A personality and fill all this in. But, you know, I mean, I think the people in this neighborhood might like to have a secret swimming pool in their houses. So we're going to leave it. What we are going to do, however, is this type of thing. So that baby zombies don't spawn and make noise forever. Or spiders or whatever feels like spawning. Pretty soon I'm going to do an episode on building mob farms. It's something that a lot of people, there's a lot of different ideas on how to do. I subscribe to, as I do in most things, to Etho's ideas of how to do a mob farm. So if you're curious, you can watch him, or we'll be shortly doing an episode, because actually We're going to build quite a few of them in this area, so that we're going to try to make it so that no matter where we are, there's always one going. Because they're so useful, and we're gonna need a lot of this stuff for later. The bone meal, I know we have a lot, or we had a lot back at the other base before I got destroyed, but it's still useful, good to have around. Zombie flesh is actually quite useful for clerics. We're also gonna fix up the zombie spawner over there. And then, yeah. The gunpowder is the main thing that we want. Gunpowder is just so useful because you can make TNT out of it, and that will make some of our later projects much easier if we have tons of TNT. Some of the big plans I got going on. So basically, these houses are going to go like so. And it's going to be like a row of houses right here. Yeah. Well, that's 4 between. That's not good. Let's go 5 between. These people are kind of rich. Perfect. And then there'll be like a portrait there. Yeah. We don't really have the wood at this point to actually show you what I want to do. But basically, the idea is, I'll try to explain it, and that's what I'm going to work on between this episode and the next episode. In the next episode, we'll talk about that, kind of get a progress update, and then we'll finish doing this detailing. Basically, the idea of what we're doing is going to be something along the lines of this. We're going to have porch right here. And that's going to go back to a room in an area. And then porch right here. Oops. That goes to that goes to kind of the upper floor, and the front. This is like almost the back door. The front door is going to be like over here. Did my frames just drop through the floor? I feel like the answer to that is yes. So anyway, I'll work on this and see where we're at by the next episode and see what kind of progress we can make. It's night. It's a perfect time to end. Oh man, look at this. It's so beautiful. Look at that baby. Well, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts about any of the stuff that I'm doing. Any thoughts about the design for the staircase down into the mine, especially. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked it. I appreciate the support. I would love to see as many views as we had on the last one. I'll not be super disappointed if we don't get them because I don't really expect to, but I'm being optimistic and I hope we do. I hope that's a trend that we have. I feel good about it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great week and I will see you next time. Bye bye.